Well, one of those. Thought we had them. I thought we played our ass off, really. I'm so proud of this team, for coming out and fighting the way they do. I get asked every week, how do you come out and, you're out of the playoff picture, this and that. How do you come out and play and, push through the week? And that just shows the type of team we have and the type of character that we have in that locker room, man. Any Sunday or Saturday that we have a game, we're going to come out and give it everything we got, and, just a couple plays away today.
Hey, Drew, obviously the result hurts, but Teddy mentioned earlier this week that you'd kind of recaptured the joy and love of things, and it looked like when you were making those runs, you were having fun out there. Did it seem, most of the day, result aside, was today fun?
Man, besides the loss, it was a blast. Everything was slowing down. These last 3 games, I felt like the game's going in slow motion for me. Guys around me are playing well, man, and seeing things clean, seeing them better than I did last year, that's for sure. And, I don't normally talk about myself very much, but for coming out and, feeling the way I did personally when I was out there and how I felt, how I was seeing things, how I was moving in the pocket, to be able to do that after sitting on the bench for X amount of weeks, I think it has a lot to do with, one, how we were being coached, the guys playing around me, but a lot to do with, the off-season work and the side work that, I had to do and that Teddy helped me do. And, he helped me put together a little plan after practice and before practice what to do and work on, real-life stuff, real-life movement in the pocket, real-life everything. And I appreciate him and everything he's helped me do this year. But, man, it felt good being out there today.
2 for you. One, what was the emotional swing like when Melvin fumbles and I guess your old college teammate was the one who ended up returning it? And then those 2 touchdowns, I assume those weren't designed runs?
No, definitely not design runs. Not that, I couldn't run design runs, but no, those were not design runs. I never beat Nick Bolton in any sprints in the offseason in Missouri. Tried to get him. He did it to me again, beat me again. But, there was definitely some emotion that was swinging there. But, that's the Q's job to go down there and get those guys fired up. We put together another good drive and got down there, kicked the field goal, and just didn't get another chance.
Drew, speaking of the field goal, 4th and 9, 4:41 to go, down by 7. You guys as an offense, did you try to politic to go for that? What was your thought there?
Like it has been all year with whatever decision's been made. I just trust that, they're making the right decision. There's got to be a reason for it. And, let the professionals, so to say, make that call.
Coach was disappointed, obviously, with the final result. He said he feels like there's a foundation here, that you guys are closer than maybe the outsiders looking in. How do you feel about it? Because the results didn't finish where you guys expected, but what is your sense now that the season's over on this team?
There's without a doubt a foundation to this team. There's a lot of players in here that are natural-born leaders that can lead a locker room like that. You get knocked out of the playoffs, that's tough on a team. But we got guys in that locker room, including myself, that, can pull a team together and come out and just play your ass off for 4 quarters every game that you got left. After that happens, something like that happens. And there's without a doubt a foundation in that locker room. I'd like to believe it has, there can be a foundation with me in it, but, that's not my choice.
Drew, with Kansas City in particular, kind of going off Troy's question, do you think you guys needed to show that today, that you could beat them, you could be leading in the 4th quarter, you could kind of go toe-to-toe with those guys?
Personally, I believe we could do it every game we play them. But, it's one thing to believe you can do it, it's another thing to go out and actually do it. So for us to go out and actually do it, it means something to this team, but, it means you get a little slap on the back because you didn't finish the job. Next time we're in that position, better finish it off.
This season didn't go exactly how you would have drawn it up for you personally. What have you learned about yourself and about football this year?
Man, I've learned more than I ever thought I would from people I never thought I'd learn it from. I learned a lot about myself, learned a lot about how resilient, I could be and, facing adversity. I thought I'd faced adversity before, but, nothing like this year because, when you get the playing taken away from you for the first time ever in your career, it's different. If anyone's ever been there, they know how that feels. That's why I mentioned, my first week back, when we were going to play the Raiders, man, I felt like I was prepping for the Super Bowl. I'd never been more excited to be back out there and, feel that fire and the passion to, just lead a team, go out and throw a football around, be with some of your best friends, and go try to win a football game, man. It lives in me, it breathes in me, and it's who I am. I'm a quarterback. I want to lead guys. I want to go out and play on Sundays, and I learned a lot about what it takes to be that kind of guy, and a lot about what it takes to be able to not be that guy and be able to come out the last 3 weeks and say, hey, you haven't done it much this year, but go out there and try to get it done. There's a lot that goes into that, and I feel like I learned that this year without a doubt.
Another guy whose future is unclear, Melvin Gordon. What'd you think about his play today? Obviously, he had 110 long TD. Also had the fumble. What did his play today just kind of say about the player that he is, you think?
Yeah, he's a workhorse, man. I wouldn't want to be on the other side of the ball trying to tackle him or Javante. Those guys come to work every single week, and they bust it throughout the week, man. And you see the same exact thing when they come out on Sundays. They definitely need to take a couple weeks off after the season because that's just the type of player they are, man. They put their body out there 24/7, and I'm extremely proud of the way both of those guys play. And, Melvin showed the type of back he can be today. Sure, he's a big, stout, 3rd and 1, hand him the pill, but he's also bust a big one when you need him. He can do it all, man.
Drew, during your times when you're on the sidelines, does it make you appreciate being a starter that much more?
100%. When you get sidelined, I think any quarterback would feel this way, but especially for your first time, when you get sidelined for the first time, there's just a little piece of you that kind of gets taken from you. Emotionally, it's just a different feeling. Something you've never felt before in your life, and you're almost helpless on the sideline. When things are going bad, you can't do anything about it. When things are going good, quarterbacks, most of the time when things are going good, it's because they're playing well, but it has nothing to do with you. So it's just it's a weird feeling. But when I finally got that chance and they told me I was going to go out there and start, man, it was probably the best feeling I've ever had in my life besides getting drafted to this team. I never want to give that up again.
Drew, in the fourth quarter, you have that 4th and 9. They go for the field goal, but competitive juice is flowing. Did you want to go for it?
Say that again, sorry.
The 4th and 9 in the fourth quarter, did you want to go for it, or were you okay with the field goal?
Every quarterback would want to go for it. It is what it is. If it was 4th and 15, a quarterback thinks they can get it, at least one that's confident in their offense and the guys around him. But in that time period, it was, I guess it was the smart thing to keep the field goal.
Drew, I'm sure you guys are aware of the situation. It seems to be tenuous with the head coaching situation with Vic. How aware are you guys of that? How much of it was a motivation to play for him today, or am I totally off track?
It's never something you try to really think about too much. You just take it day by day, and whatever happens ends up happening. Man, this win was just for sure the coaching staff, but it was big time for just the guys in this locker room. We want to go out there and win this game for ourselves, man. It was a collective drive from all of us. Justin Simmons gave one of the best halftime speeches I've ever heard. It had a lot to do with what he said, and it's not a normal, typical Justin Simmons thing to say, but it got us going, man. There was a fire in that locker room that we had missed, and it was fun to be a part of. You wish you could have finished it off, but it was fun to be a part of that locker room today.
Drew, back here. So I know it's not up to you, but you had a chance to kind of go out there and show that you could be the quarterback. Do you feel like you made your point?
I did, or I do. I do feel that way. Again, winning is winning in this league, and you always want to win. We didn't get that done today. That's the most important thing to me, and quite frankly, that's what pisses me off is that we didn't get the win today. I felt like, with the play of myself and the guys around me, we put ourselves in a good position to get a win today. We didn't finish it, but, I do feel like you put me out there, there's not a play you can't run with me. I can make a throw here, I can make a throw there. I was waiting for the opportunity to show you guys that I can run around, and they gave it to me today. That's not a surprise to me. I can go into a locker room and have fun with these guys and, fire them up, get them ready to play, and I feel like that's exactly what we saw today out there. Thanks, guys.